going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You know who it is by now,
Jimothy.
Now, ladies and gents, whilst I was working on a live duel which I will be bringing to the channel once again very soon, so keep it locked, I decided to mess about with Ancient Warriors. Now, I have played this deck previously, but I was playing a different build. This is actually my own build containing all the cards that I own for Ancient Warriors. Now, this build, as you can see, ladies and gents, is not the complete build, but what I thought I would do is showcase it you, ladies and gents, and potentially just get your opinions, your views on the deck. It is a very heavy going second deck, ladies and gents, in the terms that it wants to OTK. So I'm just going to go through a few of the cards, more so the Ancient Warrior monsters, and just basically just describe my thoughts behind the way that this deck is built at the moment. So starting us off, we've got one Ancient Warrior's Ambitious Cowday. He can basically jump out your hand by pitching a card from your hand or field to the graveyard to special summon it if your opponent's card is destroyed by battle or card effect. So it's an easy special summon from hand, ladies and gents, and it synergizes beautifully with the rest of the deck. Next, we're running one Ancient Warrior's Valiant Zhang Day. He's an easy special summon if you control 2 or more Ancient Warrior monsters, which is something that is quite easy to achieve in this deck. It's just a shame that it's not a quick effect, or it kind of activate during a battle phase, but hey ho. Next, we're running one Ancient Warriors Loyal Guan Yun, which is basically a mini Dino Wrestler Pancratops. So if only your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, you can pop one of your opponent's monsters on field, which is absolutely beautiful. Hence why I'm running 3 of him, because you're a heavy going second deck. Next up, we're running 2 Ancient Warriors Fearsome Zhang Huan. Now, this is basically a battle trap for the archetype. So if one of your Ancient Warrior monsters battles, you can special summon this card, reduce the opponent's attacking monster by 1000, and then obviously your card more than likely will be over it. Also, if a card is destroyed by battle or card effect on your opponent's side of the field, you can target one card your opponent controls and destroy it. Spell, trap, or monster, this deck does not care, it's getting blown up. Next, we're running Ancient Warriors Masterful Sun Mu. He's basically a rotor for the archetype by pitching a card from hand or field face up on field to the graveyard. Ancient Warrior Graceful Zugong, sorry. He's basically a spell or trap search by pitching or sending a card from face up on field or from hand to the graveyard. Ancient Warriors Virtuous Lu Juan. Now, Lu Juan is actually really good. So if another Ancient Warrior monster battles and this card is on field, draw 1 card. Also, if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, except Ancient Warrior Virtuous Lu Juan, you can special summon a Ancient Warrior monster from deck, ladies and gents, which is just absolutely fantastic. Next, we're running one Deceptive Jai Wei. He is actually not that useful. I'm running him just for the Ancient Warrior name. Also, we're running 2 Ancient Warriors Ingenious Zugong. Now, Zugong is basically a spell or trap negate, providing you've got a Lu Juan on field, which is really powerful, because it's a quick effect if he is on field. Next, for the hand trap of choice, I'm running triple Effect Veiler. Basically, I only had Effect Veiler lying around, so I threw Effect Veiler in. This could be anything, ladies and gents. Personally, I potentially would go with Nibiru. You do not want to be playing through a full board. Next, I'm running a Monster Reborn, triple Call by the Grave, double Fire Formation Tensu for that nice, easy, normal summon, additional normal summon of a Beast-type warrior monster. Ancient Saga 3 Visits, I'm playing this as a 3, one of the best in the deck. Basically, when you normal or special summon an Ancient Warrior monster once per turn, you can add another Ancient Warrior monster with a different attribute from the one you special or normal summoned, which is really powerful. Next up, we're running one Ancient Warrior Saga Borrowing of the Arrows. Not the best. I basically run it because of its name, and I tried to just stick to a pure build as possible, mainly because these are the cards I'm running with. It's dependent on how many monsters you have on field, which is not always ideal, and it can be a brick if you draw it. So ideally you want to search it and use it if you want to use it, that is. Next, Fire Formation Tenki. This can be a potential easy rank 4 monster, ladies and gents, depending on how you want to play your hand. running one Ancient Warrior Saga Sun Lu Alliance. Not the best at all. Again, it's more dependent on the number of Ancient Warrior monsters you control, something that could potentially be taken out of this deck, ladies and gents. But this card, oh my days, this is the most recent card that has been released out of, I believe it is Rise of the Duelist. So this card basically makes all your Ancient Warrior monsters spell speed 4 or other effects spell speed 4, so your opponent cannot activate cards in response to the activation of your Ancient Warrior monsters card effects, which is just absolutely powerful. Also, if this card is sent to the graveyard during this turn, you can activate this effect. So basically this card allows you to, when any of your Ancient Warrior monsters battles, pop a card on field, and that's for each of them, ladies and gents. So you can imagine if you've got 3 on field, you can pop a potential of 3 cards, as well as doing battle damage, which is just absolutely crazy. Easy OTKs for days, ladies and gents, as you've seen in the replay. Next, I put in some going first cards. The Ancient Warrior spell or trap is actually quite good. You really want to put this in your graveyard as quickly as possible, because it special summons an Ancient Warrior monster from deck, which can be clutch in some situations. And for the going first cards, I threw in double Lost Wind and double Solemn Judgment. I was stuck for choices, and I thought these were probably the most impactful cards that I had lying around, ladies and gents. So next on to the extra deck. Extra deck is not much at the moment. The main thing in this extra deck is Ancient Warrior as allied generals. Now this card actually is really powerful, but ladies and gents, you can actually play this deck without potentially going into your extra deck. A lot of the times I won games, I didn't actually summon a monster from my extra deck, which was really nice to be able to do, especially with Invoked and Dogmatica running around. Next, we just got a bit of utility: Firefighting Darumidal, Nightmare Phoenix, and Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King. And then we've got triple Twin Twisters in the side deck. Now, ladies and gents, what I will say is this deck is not complete by far. However, do look out for it in a live duel, because I will be messing about with this deck. And if you've got any suggestions on how to make the deck better currently with the cards that we have available to us right now, definitely get at me in that comment section below. And I'm going to leave you guys with a couple of replays just of me messing around with this deck on YGO Pro. Now, as always, if you did enjoy this content, be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will definitely see you guys on the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.